you made it today too. Welcome. Let's get started right away. We're gonna start standing today. So let's start kind of towards a little bit of more of the front of where you're gonna be practicing. Bring your toes to touch. Your heels can be together or slightly apart. What we're gonna do is we're gonna really pull up through the thighs and up through the chest. Take our shoulders and roll them down our back, and then extend our palms forward. We're just gonna close our eyes. We're gonna start with some deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth. Start to let everything go. Let's do 3 more breaths. Today it's going to be a little bit more invigorating of a practice. We're going to focus on the abs, some more of our warriors, and then work on just kind of some more strengthening poses. Tomorrow I'll take it a little bit more easy. Take 1 more deep breath in. 1 more deep breath out. As always, our breath is very important in our practice. So start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Creating those ocean waves in and out. Awesome. Begin to wiggle those fingers and those toes. Let's take a nice big neck roll to one side and then over to the other. And then just blink open your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, reach all the way up. Take a nice big full stretch. Awesome. Grab onto your left wrist and begin to lean over to the right. Really press those hips over to the side. So you're pulling up and then over. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, over to the left. Awesome. Press those hips over towards the right. Spine nice and tall. Big breath in. Bend a little bit deeper. Awesome. Inhale, come back to center. Stretch, 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 stretch. Awesome. Let's lower all the way down to the ground. So I want you to bend your knees so much so that your hands can touch the ground. And I just want you to begin to sway side to side. Maybe you're taking a deep bend into your knees or lifting your hips up. Just kind of swaying side to side. So warming and waking up those hamstrings. Awesome. Continue to focus on the breath. Today we're going to do some standing cat and cows. So we're going to plant our hands into our shins. Take a deep breath in. I really want you to gaze up at the sky, having a nice little back bend. Exhale, pull your low belly in around and fold. So really round that spine. Awesome. Inhale, cow pose. Gaze up. Round the spine. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Starting standing is a little bit different. Continue to move. We're going to get right into our practice right away today. Throughout this 30 days, we're going to alternate between slow and fast pace. So building and strengthening and then lengthening and stretching. Awesome. Last one, fold. I want you to plant your hands. I want you to step right back to your plank pose. So shoulders over the wrists. Feet are apart, and then I really want you to push up through the floor, almost rounding your spine like you're in cat pose, and then I want you to tuck your tailbone in, so you're starting to really activate your core. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Any wrist pain, you can always come down onto your forearms and hold here, or you can always drop down onto those knees and untuck those toes. We're just pulling the core in, but we're just holding here for a couple big breaths. Focus on big inhales and big exhales. Here for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. You can drop down to those knees or shift forward. We're going to chaturanga. So squeeze those elbows in and lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Inhale, come up, little baby cobra. This time, lift your hands, squeeze those shoulder blades back. Tops of the feet press into the ground. Exhale down. Awesome. Inhale, come up. Exhale down. Awesome. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale down. Tuck your toes under. See if you can press up through your plank, or you can always press through your tabletop. Downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. Let's begin to bend left and right. Warm and wake up those hamstrings. Press evenly through those fingers. Really lift those hips high and try to bring the chest as close to the thighs as you can. Again, if you're looking for that good alignment, you might want to shift forward to your plank pose and then back to your down dog. Really finding a lot of space in the back of those thighs. Back of the hamstrings, calves. It's really good if you're a runner, if you have any feet pain. Awesome. Let's begin to settle. And then tilt your sit bones up and drop your heels down towards the ground. Your heels don't have to touch the ground. That's okay. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out through the nose. Awesome. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Step forward, forward fold, toes touch if possible. Inhale, lift halfway, only 3 sun salutations today. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach all the way up. Take a nice big full body stretch. Awesome. Fold. Half lift, inhale, hands onto the shins or onto the ground. Step back, chaturanga. On the knees or halfway, if you wish. Cobra or upward facing dog. For upward facing dog, thighs are lifted. Downward facing dog. No matter where you are in your back bend, cobra or down dog, you want to make sure your toes are untucked. So the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Awesome. Now you can continue to step forward to your forward fold, or if you're looking to add a little oomph to it today, so if you're feeling a little energized, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, we're going to bend your knees. We're going to empty out our breath completely, and then we're going to flip forward fold. So try to land without a sound, but if you float halfway, all the way up, it doesn't matter. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Awesome. Reach all the way up. Full body stretch. And fold. A little bit more quickly this time, half lift. You can step back to your chaturanga, or if you're looking to add a little bit more, plant your hands. Maybe you can float back, landing with a bent arm. Chest is still lifted. Upward facing dog or cobra. Awesome, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Awesome, we're going to start with the right leg. Take a deep breath in, lengthen it high to the sky. Exhale, we're going to bring our right leg to our right elbow. So I really want you to gaze at your elbow and see if you can tap. It's okay if you come here, but really try to pull that knee up and into the chest. Awesome, deep breath in, lengthen. Slow and controlled movement. Exhale, elbow to knee, we're going to tap. Awesome, let's do one more. Lengthen. Elbow to knee tap. Awesome, lengthen your leg. I want you to step your right leg forward, so pull it into your chest. We're pulling up and in, and then wherever you can step. This time our back heel is going to plant onto the ground, and we're going to rise for warrior one. So back toe is pointed out at a 45-degree angle. Everyone take your hands to your hips. I want you to pull your right hip back, left hip forward, then bend into your knee. So a couple of notes for alignment here. So you can have your ankles in one straight line. You can pop that left foot out so your feet are at hip distance. It gets you a little bit better for squaring your hips to the front, especially if you're new to yoga, if you have a heavier build, if you're really tall or really muscular, it's really great for that as well. So we really want the hips facing forward, and then while we're here, we're bending deep into that knee. So that front thigh comes parallel to the ground, and then the arms are reaching up. Awesome, palms face each other, pinkies face each other, drop the shoulders down away from your ears. So all warrior poses, warrior one, warrior two, warrior three, crescent warrior, humble warrior, all of those are meant to be a total body stretch. So while we're here, we're going to root down through the feet. We're going to bend deep into that front knee because that front thigh pulls. That front thigh starts to come parallel to the ground. We're pulling the hips forward, starting with the internal rotation, and then our core is activated, but our arms are reaching up. Awesome. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Take another deep breath in. Awesome. Plant your hands. Let's step back. Chaturanga. You can drop down to your knees. You can float your leg, or you can just take a regular one. Awesome. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Really focus on that breath. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Great job, everyone. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Opposite leg, left leg lifts high to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow or left knee to left elbow. Begin to shift forward. Tap, see if you can gaze at your elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Awesome, or knee to elbow. Lengthen, got a little bit of vacation, bring on my mind today. Knee to elbow. Awesome, lengthen your leg. Step forward, warrior one. Wherever you can step forward. Back heel drops down, foot points out at a 45-degree angle, rise, warrior one. Hands to your hips, so we're not opening this way, we're opening front. Bending deep into that front thigh. Left hip pulls back, right hip forward, arms out, stretch. Awesome, fingertips drop, face each other, nice and active, and then your shoulders drop down and away from your ears. So you can't quite see my fingertips, but they're really active. It's almost like jazz fingers. And then bend a little bit deeper. Awesome, start to focus on that breath. You're doing a great job. Awesome. Awesome, big breath in. Big breath out, bend a little bit deeper into that knee. Pull that left hip back. One more big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga. Float the leg, drop down to the knees. We're all looking up form, so squeezing those elbows into the side. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Awesome, we're doing a great job. Let's take 3 big breaths this time. Inhale. Open your mouth. Deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it out. Let's do one more. Awesome, come up onto those tippy toes, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, whether you're gonna step or float. See if you can empty out completely and then float or move. Inhale, lengthen and lift, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bring your toes and heels to touch. Sink your hips right away, Utkatasana, chair pose. Same pose we had yesterday. Arms outstretched, hips sinking low. Wiggle those toes, make sure you can see them, really squeeze the thighs together. If this is too much, you can always bring your feet up to hip distance, but you want to almost imagine as if there's a block between you. Awesome, keeping those knees nice and active. Pull your low belly in, sink a little bit deeper. Take another big breath in. Even deeper, exhale as deep as you can go right here, right now. Inhale, reach all the way up, take a little baby backward bend. Exhale, fold. Awesome, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, chaturanga, or you can move right back to your downward facing dog if that feels better for you right here, right now. Great job. Pick up that right leg once again. This time we're going to bring in, twist it across. We're going to bring it all the way over to the left knee or left elbow, and we're going to tap it. Awesome. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and tap. Great job. Keep that core pulling in, lengthen, and twist. Awesome. Lengthen your leg. Step forward, rise, warrior one. So back heel planted down, root to rise up through those feet. Keep those hips square to the front of the room, arms reaching forward. Awesome, big breath in. Big breath out. Plant your hands, chaturanga. Exhale, great work. Everyone will have one more side. Pick up that left leg. Twist across, tap that right elbow. Exhale, keep that core pulling in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Shoulders stack over the wrists each time. Lengthen. And twist. Awesome, lengthen that leg. Step forward, rise, warrior one. Back heel plants down, root to rise up through those feet. Hips square to the front, arms outstretched. 3 big breaths. Bend a little bit deeper. Great work, everyone. Deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Great job. All right, we'll take 3 breaths. You can stay here in your downward facing dog, or if you wish, you can bring your big toes to touch. Hips open wide. You can take just a little bit of break in our child's pose as well. Hips open nice and wide, wherever feels good for you. 3 breaths. Now, one of the main reasons we focus on our core in yoga is because it's what keeps us upright. Yeah, we're going to strengthen the core throughout this 30 days, potentially get into an arm balance. You can find that six-pack you're looking for. I lost mine when I decided to love ice cream. So it's whatever you got for you. Abs are going to need more in the kitchen than they are on the yoga mat, but that doesn't mean we don't need to strengthen them. Come up onto those tippy toes or back to your downward facing dog. We're going to bend our knees, step forward. We'll do one more chair pose. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and stretch. Half lift, fold. Sink your hips, toes together, Utkatasana, chair pose. Today we're going to hold our chair a little bit longer. So I really want you to pull your core in, sink those hip backs. Almost imagining as if you're going to hover over something. So maybe it's the couch behind me, maybe it's the chair in your living room, your dining room chair. We really need to sink nice and deep. Make sure you can wiggle those toes, arms outstretched, continue to breathe. Awesome, one more big breath in. Exhale, fold. Take a half lift, inhale, lengthen. Plant those hands, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome, big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome, right leg's gonna step forward. We're gonna come to our warrior two once again. So back heel plants down, toes point out towards the side wall. We're gonna walk our front foot forward, bend deep into that front knee points out of that second toe, and then arms outstretched, gazes forward. Back arm is just as lifted as the front. Arms are active and engaged, spread those fingers nice and wide. We're just gonna hold here 3 breaths. Focusing on our core today, we're going to move into a different pose today after this warrior two. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome. Now lengthen your leg. We're going to turn our toes in and then we're going to turn our heels in. So we're coming to our horse stance. So toes are going to point out at a 45-degree angle. We're going to take a deep breath and we're going to reach our arms up. This is our star pose. You look like a star. Exhale, we're going to bend our knees and we're going to sink horse. Awesome. So horse is a little bit different. You can walk your feet out a little bit more and sink a little bit deeper, but I really want you to pull your low belly in. So we're taking this horse from bootylicious to a nice flat back. So I should be able to bring you up against a wall, and your shoulders and your hips are in one straight line, and we're sinking here. Awesome. You should start to feel your thighs activate. With our arms here, all we're going to do is slowly move side to side. So bending right elbow, right thigh, coming back to center, and then over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, over to the right. Use that core to keep yourself upright, moving side to side. A little bit of a thigh burner too. Awesome, let's do one more each side. To the left and to the right. Awesome, we're going to come back to center. Inhale, reach your arms up, give your legs a nice big stretch. Next, we're going to point those front toes forward and we're going to come back to our warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands all the way down, chaturanga. Awesome. Lower, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. One more. Awesome, left leg steps forward. Warrior two, back heel hand planted down, arms outstretched, knee pointing forward, starting with that external rotation of the hips. Bend a little bit deeper, one more big breath in. Big breath out. Awesome, lengthen that front leg, turn those toes in, turn your heels in, toes point out at a 45-degree angle, take a deep breath in, exhale, sink, horse pose. Awesome, shoulders over the hips, keep that core pulling in, take a deep breath in, sink the thighs a little bit deeper, holding here. If you wish, side to side, to the left, center, inhale, exhale, over to the right, moving with our breath, slow and controlled, working on that core. You got it. Keep that core pulling in. We're almost done here. Awesome. One more. Each side. Awesome. Come back to center. Reach up. Warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Chaturanga all the way down. Great job, everyone. You're really going to feel it today. 3 breaths, downward facing dog. One more. Awesome. One more warrior two each side. So right leg's going to step forward once again, warrior two. Arms outstretched. Toes pointing forward, knee pointing forward, arms outstretched. Show back arm just as lifted as the front, gazes forward. We're going to take a little bit of a different ab here. So yesterday we did our reverse and our side angle. Today we're going to do that without putting our arms down. So we're going to flip our top hand up. Our bottom hand, our left back hand is going to come across your belly, almost like you're holding pizza. You're going to inhale, reach for the back. Exhale, your forearm is going to hover above your thigh and you're going to reach it. So try to keep it nice and strong. We'll do this 3 times. Inhale, reverse, don't touch that leg. Exhale, side angle, keep that bend into that front knee. Awesome, one more, reverse. Exhale, side angle, that thigh should be burning. Awesome, come back to your warrior 2. Take a deep breath in. Chaturanga, awesome, we'll have one more side, left side. If you wish, you can always move right back to your downward facing dog. Awesome, one more standing pose, left leg forward, warrior 2. Arms outstretched. Back toe pointing to the side. Front knee pointing out of that second toe, arms outstretched. 3 breaths, gaze forward. Awesome, one more. Flip your top hand up. Inhale, reverse, try to hover that arm, find your core. Exhale, side angle, hover the arm, reach forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. You got it, one more, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Come back to your warrior 2. Deep breath in. Chaturanga. Great work, everyone. We're going to come down to a seat just after this, after our standing poses. 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Inhale. Come up onto those tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or flip forward, fold. Half lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, reach all the way up, full body stretch. Awesome, hands down through heart center. Great job, everyone. Let's do our standing poses. So starting with that right leg, root down through the left. We're going to bend the leg, flex the toes back towards your nose. All we're doing is bringing this thigh parallel. Hands can come to your leg, to your hips, or to heart center. As always, as we did yesterday, if you wish, take a deep breath in, reach your hands up. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands and interlace them around the foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can lengthen your foot, whether it's here or here. Each day it's going to get a little bit easier. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can bring your forehead all the way to your knee. It's okay to stay here. It's okay to stay here. If you're holding onto your leg, try not to hold onto the knee. Kind of gets off on your balance. Really try to keep this thigh lifted, letting the leg do its work. Really root down through that left leg. Continue to breathe. Awesome, wherever you are, come back to a bent leg, and we're gonna release. Shake up that left leg. Great job, everyone. Right away, root down through that right leg, pick that left leg up. Flex your toes back towards your nose, keep that thigh lifted, hands here to your hips or at heart center, whatever feels best for you. If you're ready for it, you can reach up, reach over, down for your foot, interlace the hands around the foot, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lengthen your leg. Awesome, lengthen your spine. Forehead to knee. You can always stay here with a bent knee, just like me today. Flex your toes back towards your nose, active feet. Awesome, one more big breath in. Exhale, come back to a bent leg and release. Great job. Shake out your legs. Shake out your arms. Give yourself a full body shake. You're doing great today. Let's start with that right leg once again. Tree pose now. So right foot can come to the left ankle, left calf, or inner thigh. Hands at heart center to start. Today, I really want you to press your hands together. So I've been using your wrists a lot. And when you first start yoga, your wrists are really hard on them. we can be really hard on our wrists and we're not quite there with our strength just yet. So we're going to press our hands together. And I want you to press as hard as you can. So maybe it's a straight arm or maybe your arms start to bend down like this. That's okay. We're just getting a light stretch. Not putting too much pressure, but then really focusing on rooting down through that left leg. Awesome. Let's take a couple more breaths. One more big breath in. Big breath out, release your hands, release your leg. Awesome, right away, left leg. Ankle, calf, inner thigh. Now for our hands, once you have your nice, strong, solid foundation, we're going to take our hands, we're going to put them in reverse prayer. So we're bringing the backs of the hands together, and all we're going to do is almost create like a little bit of a heart with the top of our hands, if you wish. So you can kind of roll it back and forth. But if this is too much to focus on both balancing and stretching your wrists, just focus on the balancing. We can stretch our wrists in a later video. Awesome, 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release your wrists, release your leg. Great job. One more vinyasa for the day. Inhale, reach up. After this, we'll start to cool down. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Last one, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Great job. 3 big breaths. One more. Awesome. Let's drop down to a seat. Tip your hips over to whatever side you wish and extend your legs out in front of you. Let's take a forward fold. So flex those toes back towards your nose. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward. Reach wherever you can grab. Toes, ankles, knees, calves, whatever feels good. Take a deep breath in. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, begin to hinge forward, gazing at your toes. So we're trying to bring our chin closer to our knees before our forehead, keeping our spine nice and tall to start. You all worked really hard today. Great job. We're almost done. Awesome. One more big breath in. Point those toes away and slowly roll all the way up. And let's roll those shoulders back 3 big times. Awesome. Then forward 3 big times. Great job. We're going to bend our knees and we're going to bring the soles of our feet together so our hips are out wide. Interlace your hands around your toes. We're going to walk as forward as we can come. So your hips might be up here, they might be flat on the ground. Everyone is completely different. So while we're here, we're going to take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. You can press your elbows into your shins, but start to bring your chest forward, holding on rounding, gazing just in front of you. Starting to feel that nice big hip stretch. We're going to do one more hip stretch after this. We'll do a back bend, a twist, and then it's Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, begin to hinge forward just a little bit more. Maybe you can round your spine. Maybe your forehead can come all the way to your toes. Maybe it can't. That's okay. Just focus on the breathing. Everyone's different, and we'll eventually all get there. Awesome. One more big breath in. Release your toes and slowly roll all the way up. Great job. Let's bring the soles of our hands to our knees and begin to press our knees together. And then let's begin to work our way all the way down onto our backs and slow and control using that core. Once we're here, we're going to keep the left foot planted onto the ground. We're going to pull the right knee into our chest. And I want you to pull it into your shoulder and then flex your toes back towards your nose. Awesome. Really pull that knee into the shoulder, giving yourself space to breathe. So space for your lungs to be, space for your belly to be. Drink a little too much champagne last night, so I got some extra stuff in there. Just making room for it. So keep those toes flexed, and we're really trying to pull that knee into our chest. Awesome. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Great job. We're going to release. We're going to bring our right ankle to our left knee. We're going to keep the head, neck, and shoulders relaxed down. So you can stay here if this feels good for you for an external rotation, or you can take your hands. We're going to interlace them through the hole, so we're threading the needle, so around the left leg. Flex both toes back towards your nose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to begin to pull this into our chest. This is our figure 4 pose. So, right ankle is on the left knee or just below. Hands are wrapped around the left leg. If you're looking for a little bit more, you can take that right elbow and kind of press it into the right thigh to give yourself a little bit of a deeper stretch. That might feel really good. We're really trying to focus on relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders all the way down. Awesome. One more big breath in. And let's release. Great job. Right foot comes down to the ground. Begin to pull that left knee into your chest, into your shoulder. Flex those left toes back towards your nose. We're just beginning to relax. Go a little bit deeper. Left ankle, right knee. Hands around the right leg. Flex both toes back towards your nose. Figure 4. Hands can stay here. Your foot can stay on the ground. Or you can take that left elbow and dig it into the thigh. Getting a little bit of a deeper stretch. Both toes are still flexed. Starting to relax. And then both feet plant onto the ground. Release. Great job. Feet walking towards the sit bone so much so that the fingertips can graze the back of the heels. Take a deep breath in. Press that low back into the ground. Exhale, lift your hips, bridge pose. Squeeze those legs together. Feet should be at hip distance. There should be almost an invisible block. If you wish, one hand, then the other underneath. And then interlace your fingers. So if you feel the need to come up onto your tippy toes, please don't. What I want you to do is walk your heels in just a little bit and then press further down through your feet to keep yourself stable. So you're trying to bring your chest all the way up towards your chin. Nice big back bend. Awesome. 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. Exhale, release those hands if they're interlaced and roll all the way down. Slow and controlled. Bring those knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug for showing up. Bring your arms out to a T, knees over towards the right. Chin comes to the left shoulder. Easy twist. Maybe you want to close your eyes and just begin to start to let go of the breath. Awesome. Knees back over through center and over to the left. Chin comes to the right shoulder. Awesome. Bring those knees back up through center. Let's give ourselves one more big hug. And then let's extend our legs. Extend our arms, taking up as much space as you want today. You work really hard. Let's end it with one more big breath in. Inhale. Open your mouth. Relax, release, let go. Let go of all thoughts, all movements, all breath. Just trying to be still here in the moment. If ever a thought does appear, you can always start to deepen the breath. We're just trying to relax and release and let go of all that's around us. Trying to be still for one more moment. Awesome. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth. Deep breath in. 2 more breaths. One more. Wiggle the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles, the head and the neck. Now let's take a full body stretch. So extend the legs nice and long, extend the arms nice and long, take a nice big full body stretch. Full body breath. Awesome. When you're ready, you can pick a side and roll over. And pause for one more moment before starting your day or getting back to it. When you're ready, press yourself up to a seat, spine nice and tall. Hands at heart center. We'll end with one more breath today. Wherever you are, exhale, empty everything out. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth. And the love and light inside of me honors the love and light inside of each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing day 2 with me. Namaste. Great job, everyone. As always, please drink lots and lots of water. It's very important, especially this time of year, especially with the new year. Maybe your goal is to drink more water. That's one of mine. Take it easy. We did a lot of core work. It's okay to feel sore afterwards. Tomorrow will be a much more relaxing practice, so you don't have to worry about, oh, it's just going to be hard the whole time. That's okay. But if you're looking for something a little bit more, there will also be some more challenging practices, and we'll start to get into some more complicated poses as we progress those 30 days. So I hope you have a wonderful day or evening or whatever time you're watching this, and thanks for joining me. See you tomorrow.